Hey guys, Bonehead here with my good friend Anumae again.
G'day fellas.
And today we're coming at you with a bit of a question. Do we expect too much from video games today?
And what we've noticed is that there's a lot of negativity around games these days, compared to what they used to be where they brought us enjoyment back then.
Yeah, I mean, not that games are worse these days. I think people just spend too much time comparing them to everything else.
You know, back when we were kids, we accepted games for exactly what they were, but we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, everyone has an opinion today. Like, if you look at Call of Duty or something, you know, everyone needs to know, is it as good as the last Call of Duty? Is it worse? Have they changed too much? Is it still the same game? Or have they not changed enough and therefore they may as well have just kept the old game, sort of thing?
But as we've seen in the past, old games with new engines have been brilliant hits. The UT series is basically the same game over and over again. People complained once they started adding stuff to it.
Yeah, because it wasn't the same thing. It's it makes me think, like, you know, when we were kids, we just accepted the games for what they were and just played them. I wonder if the kids today, who are just starting to play computer games and things, are they loving the games the way we used to love them when we were young, or are they judging them the way we do?
I think the judging aspect comes along as we get older. The first games we ever played, we loved simply because it was new to us. We didn't have anything to judge them by.
Yeah, I still like the games that we're playing, but it's for me, it's more about the multiplayer experience type thing of getting together with friends and having fun playing a game. I don't remember the last actual single player campaign type thing I've done. Or
so basically what you're saying is that you're trying a cheap way to get a social interaction.
Yeah, that works. But back in the day, I remember I used to stay up late, you know, playing things like Final Fantasy and stuff like that, and there was no one else there. It was just me playing a game that I really liked for hours on end, you know?
And that's exactly what games were back then. People liked them because, one, computers weren't exactly a household object for most of people, back in our day and age of the dinosaurs anyhow. And just games were simple, they were fun, they were direct to the point, no hidden mechanic of cheat code, do this button 3 zillion times over and away you go.
Yeah, it just comes down to that feeling when you were playing a game when you were younger of just ultimately enjoying it. Like, is it our fault that we don't get that because we spend too much time thinking about it and thinking about comparing it to other games that are similar and the things we like about this one we don't like about that one? You know, kids just seem to play a game and accept it straight away for what it is. And I think, like, we need to find that again a bit. Like,
that's assuming we can find it. For all we know, this could be like a drug. The first hit is always the best.
Yeah, like game addiction.
Yeah. It could simply be that this is the first game that set us off on this. We enjoyed it the most, and ever since then, we've got subtle resistances to it, and now we're in our withdrawals of, like, we don't enjoy this.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, well, the games I'm playing at the moment that I enjoy the most are like the more basic games, I think, like Dota 2 and MechWarrior, where you just jump in and have some fun, do your thing, and there's not too much stress. Or, you know, unlike a lot of the MMOs that we have played and still do play, you know, there's so much more involved and so much more planning ahead and thinking and
just so much more time involvement in it, because unlike a first-person shooter, for example, you can jump in that and go slaughter somebody. In an MMO or any sort of RPG, you've got to level up first, and some people don't enjoy that. It's a simple aspect that people don't have the time.
Yeah, I just think there's so much negativity around with all of this, with the computer games, and I think people just need to relax and just play the games as they're made, and not spend all their time comparing them to everything. Just have fun with the game that you enjoy.
Exactly. And as long as you're having fun with the game you enjoy, that makes it money well spent.
Yeah, I think next game that we try and review or try and go through, I think we should try and have a look at it with fresh eyes, you know?
Well, I don't think it's just us that need to do that. I think it's also the viewers as well.
Yeah.
Everyone should have a look at the next game that comes out. They look at Don't think, oh, it's a Call of Duty ripoff. Oh, it's this ripoff. It's that ripoff.
Yeah.
Turn the box over, give it a read.
Yeah, I think we're expecting too much from the video games, like we were asking at the start. I mean, this is a new video game. Everyone expects it has to be the best, the greatest, everything. You know, it's just a new idea or a new thing to try.
Yeah, and it's half the time it's usually the easy playable ones that are the most fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever you guys think, just add a comment if you want, like how you feel about the whole thing. You know, are we expecting too much? Do we just sit there and reminisce about the old games that we used to play? You know, are they as good as we think they used to be? Let us know what you think. Yeah, write a comment, subscribe, anything else, and Bonehead and Anumae out.
See you fellas.